Most men don't realize how close they are to being the kind of man a woman can't stop thinking about. They also don't realize how easy it is to be completely invisible to her, even if you're doing all the right things. It's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you're missing some magic gene. It's because nobody ever told you how a woman's desire actually works. What makes her crave someone isn't always obvious. It's not just about looks or charm, or even how much you care. It's about the way you make her feel when you're around, and even more when you're not around. A woman's obsession starts in her mind long before anything physical happens. Most guys have been taught that attraction is built by proving yourself. Show her you're nice. Be there when she needs something. Let her know you're interested. Answer her texts immediately. Be ready to hang out whenever she wants. And sure, those things make you dependable. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Dependability doesn't make her heart race. Predictability doesn't make her mind wander to places she doesn't want to admit. Predictability makes you safe, and safe can be good, but safe alone is not what fuels deep desire. If she knows exactly what you're going to say, exactly when you're going to call, exactly how you're going to act, there's nothing for her imagination to play with. And when her imagination shuts down, so does her excitement. The men women get hooked on are rarely the ones who are the most available. They're the ones who leave her wondering just a little. The ones who give her moments that linger in her head like a song she can't get rid of. Think about the times you've heard a woman say she can't get over a guy who didn't treat her perfectly. It's not that she enjoyed the bad behavior. It's that he made her feel unpredictable waves of emotion. Excitement, frustration, curiosity, anticipation. That mix is intoxicating. You can create the same effect without being toxic. The secret is knowing how to trigger emotional intensity while still being a good man. It starts with your presence. The way you carry yourself matters more than the words that come out of your mouth. When you look at a woman like you see her, not just her face or body, but the whole of her, and you don't apologize for wanting her, she feels it instantly. When you speak slowly and from your chest instead of rushing your words, she feels that too. Attraction is less about the literal meaning of what you say and more about the energy you put into the space between you. You can say the simplest sentence, and if you say it with a certain weight, her mind will wrap it in layers of meaning. She'll wonder why it hit her that way. She'll think about it again later, maybe lying in bed, maybe driving, and find herself smiling at the thought. That's how you start living rent-free in her mind. But this kind of pull doesn't come from trying to impress her. It comes from being willing to let space exist between you, from not rushing to fill every silence, from letting her miss you. Desire needs oxygen, and that oxygen comes from space. If you're always there, always talking, always texting, there's no air left for attraction to breathe. Your voice is one of the simplest tools you have, and most men ignore it. Lower it slightly, slow it down, let pauses hang. When you do that, you're telling her without words, I'm in control of myself. And when a man is in control of himself, it signals something ancient and powerful to a woman. She'll notice it before she even realizes she's noticing it. The same goes for your eyes. Don't just glance and look away out of nervousness. Hold her gaze long enough for her to feel it, then look away as if you just decided to. It's not about staring her down. It's about letting her sense that you're comfortable looking at her and you're just as comfortable not needing to. That subtle shift can make her think about you later in ways you'd never expect. And here's a big one. You don't need to touch her to make her want to be touched by you. In fact, holding back often makes the thought of it more powerful. This is where suggestion comes in. You can say something that's completely innocent if taken one way, but with a tone or timing that hints at something else. The more her imagination does the work, the stronger the effect becomes. If she knows she can have all of you whenever she wants, she'll stop craving you. A little uncertainty, knowing she wants you but not being completely sure she already has you, keeps her desire alive. This is why having your own life is so important. Not as a fake performance, but as a reality. Have goals you're working toward. Have friends you actually see. Have passions that matter to you. Show her you're not waiting around for her to give your life meaning. That's the kind of energy that makes her feel like being close to you is something special, not something automatic. Don't be the same man every time she sees you. Some days be calm and centered. Other days be playful, teasing, and spontaneous. That variation is what makes her keep thinking about you. If she's trying to figure out what version of you she'll get next, she's engaged. And if she's engaged, she's emotionally invested. When physical touch finally happens, make it matter. Let it feel like a natural extension of everything that's been building between you. Maybe it's your fingers brushing as you hand her something, and they linger just a beat too long. Maybe it's a light touch at her hip as you lean in to say something in a noisy room. The point is to let her lean in before you do. That way, when the contact deepens, it feels inevitable. This isn't about being perfect. Perfection doesn't create obsession. Presence does. Most women aren't starving for more compliments. They're starving for masculine energy that's grounded, that doesn't flinch under pressure, that can stand in silence without feeling the need to prove anything. That's what they remember. That's what they compare other men to. You can't fake that kind of presence. You build it by being clear on who you are, what you want, and what you won't tolerate. When you have that foundation, you don't need to chase. You don't need to convince. You don't even need to talk much for her to feel something when you walk into the room. And here's the thing most guys never figure out. The woman you're trying to attract will think about you far more if you leave certain things unsaid. If she can't completely figure you out, she'll keep turning you over in her mind. She'll remember the way you looked at her. She'll recall how your voice made her feel. She'll wonder what you were thinking in those small pauses. That's how you become the man she measures others against. That's how you become the one she remembers long after you've gone. Not by chasing her attention, but by becoming the kind of man who carries something rare. A mix of self-assurance, unpredictability, and restraint that makes her want more. And once you learn how to create that, something changes. You stop wondering how to get her because you realize you don't have to. You're not in the business of chasing anymore. You're in the business of being, and she'll either feel that pull toward you or she won't. But when she does, she won't just want to see you. She'll crave the feeling she gets when you're near, and no matter where she looks, she won't find it anywhere else. So now ask yourself this. Are you still trying to prove something to someone who never really cared? Or are you finally done? Because you don't need to chase, explain, or fix what someone else chose to walk away from. Your silence now? That's your power? Your growth? That's your revenge. And the second you stop trying to be understood, they start wondering what they lost. If this hit you somewhere deep, don't scroll past it. Save it. Share it with the version of you who needed to hear this months ago. And if you're ready to stop shrinking, follow this page, because we're not done yet. You're not done yet. What's coming next? It's going to remind you who the hell you are. And this time, she'll feel it without you saying a word. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.